One hit? One fucking hit? That's all we had, really? Now, I can't put it all on Ketty, even though I had the only hit, but one hit? Holy shit, that was bad. I even brought in a guy smarter than me, better at this than me, and we couldn't do a damn thing for you. Except we did give you $150 on your first $5 bet on DraftKings. Like, that was the only thing we gave you. Oh, boy. You know, the beauty of going 1-4 is that you can always bounce back and go 5-0. And that parlay, if it hits, just looks absolutely fantastic. Let's take a breath. Let's regroup. One fucking hit. Really? Was that it? Wow. We will not be swept out of the building. We will not. Start the clock. Jeez. Let's open up with the Hawks ending their season tonight, going out, playing golf following the day. It's going to be a glorious, glorious summer for a lot of guys on the Hawks where they can just end it right now. That doesn't mean you're not going to get some points here. 13-point spread is just astronomical. I understand that. But what I don't get is how this thing is under 230. I'm willing to take this at 229.5. That's as far as I'll go. If it's 230, a push and play, okay, but I still think the value here is going over 229.5. Boston cannot lose this game. You simply cannot expect to go deep and make some run if you're letting up and losing 2 games to this god-awful Atlanta team. On the other side of it, I just don't know how much offense is left in the tank for multiple games with the Hawks. They're going to try. They're definitely not going to lay down and die on the road. You're going to get 95, maybe 100 points, and you'll probably get a $130, 135 on the other side of that. All right, let's keep it moving. Wolves, Nuggets. Each of the 4 games that we have seen played so far have all gone under the first quarter total. 56.5 is what the first quarter total sits at. And every single game, including game 3, which hit 56, mind you. But we're right back to the high 40s in game 4. So what's changed? Nothing. We've gone back and forth to venues. We've seen Jokic play or play banged up, like whatever. There's no variable that returns in game 5 that hasn't been present in all of the games so far, which have yielded totals under 56.5. 4 straight games, we've gone under 56.5, despite it being 56.5. Not bad. That's our second play. Let's go back to the third NBA game. We're going to take advantage, and I understand D'Angelo. We're just not going to bet D'Angelo Russell in this market anymore. But the good news is that we don't have to. We simply don't have to. Because I think when you look at this turnover market, I love it. You can only bet it on DraftKings. That's why we tell you about the $5 and the $150. Just sign up below. If you haven't already, then do it. I'm willing to lay 130 on under 4.5 Russell Westbrook turnovers. First off, you can only bet this on DraftKings. Second, doesn't mean that it's a tough market to beat. In fact, I think it's actually rather easy to beat long term. We just happen to run into a bad stretch with D'Angelo Russell. But these are softer markets. A lot of times you'll see a number right above without even a hook coming into play. And while we may sweat this with 4 turnovers, they come in spurts, but then he just kind of settles. I also don't know how much you're going to get from the Clippers tonight. I think this really is it for the Clippers. And Russell Westbrook can say all and do all the things he wanted. He's a joy and a pleasure to watch, but I don't think it carries over at the very least to a lot of playing time for him. Let's go to our one play, really our one MLB play, and it's going to be total bases. Anthony Santander has a pretty good record. Granted, you can look at limited opportunity, and that's fine. That's all we have. But going up against right now Corey Kluber, in 23 plate appearances, he's hitting .420. He's got a home run jammed in there, but he's hitting. He's hitting for power, too. A couple of doubles and a home run. 3 doubles and a home run. So I think that would be the play for me, taking advantage. Look, you can also go, if you really wanted, there are a couple of guys you could victimize Kluber with, including Ramon Urias. But at over a half total base at -190, I'd rather get the plus money at +115 for a guy who has hit doubles and even a home run against today's starting pitcher. We have to end on the ice. Now, I don't know what happened. Last two hockey plays have watered down the first three hockey plays that were fantastic, but we're going back to our plus money play of the night. And that's an under 6.5 in the Kings Oilers. I am just royally concerned with Los Angeles tonight being able to score more than a goal. I don't know if Edmonton is just opening up floodgates, but probably not in a closeout spot coming in where this is, 2-2, right? Where you're trying to gain a closeout spot, I should say, coming in. I think Edmonton, this is a tight game. I don't think the Kings score much at all. And that's going to definitely factor in. Look, we may be saved by the hook, but I'd be shocked if we get over 5 goals. 3-1, 4-1, 3-2, something to that effect. Expect that lower scoring game, especially with everything so tight in this series at 2-2. All right, that's your 5 and 5. Mention what's going on DraftKings. This is one of the few play markets, like the Russell Westbrook turnovers is why you sign up. So you can put $5 on anything. Put it on the Kings to win tonight. Maybe something crazy will happen. I'll find a heavier money line for you if you'd really like. I'm sure there's something in college lacrosse we can bet. There you go. A 2-1 dog in Bryant. Oh, there you go. Maybe Lafayette shocks the world and that 25-1 ticket hits. Oh, my God. Look at Virginia. You never know in these things. You never, ever know. Here's the beauty of it. It doesn't matter. Because if Lafayette loses, you still get $150 right back into your account. All right, before we run it back, just want to remind you about the Discord. There's a link below. Half off your first week. Coming off that nice 30-unit Saturday. We'd like for you to be a part of it. I'll give you half off the first week again. 50% off your first week. And just these, look, do you want to miss the next day where we hit multiple parlays on the same day? Because we just did it on Saturday. 30 units. Not bad. Not bad, folks. Here's your 5 and 5. Over 229.5 Hawks Celtics, under 56.5 Wolves Nuggets, under 4.5 Westbrook turnovers, over 1.5 Santander. That's a bank, isn't it? Plus 115 total bases, under 6.5 Kings Oilers. Hey, enjoy the day. Make sure we see you 4 o'clock Eastern right here on the OddsShopper.